Hi, everybody, and welcome to Career Prep week number 4. Um, you probably remember back in the fall when Barb invited me into the class that I talked to you about the importance of having a professional, branded, and SEO optimized LinkedIn profile. I told you then that the lion's share of recruiters, and I'm talking like around the world, use LinkedIn for seeking talent, and that millions and millions of people have been hired through the connections that they've made on LinkedIn or have been directly sought out and recruited by hiring decision makers. I mean, I can attest to that even myself. Just in the last couple of months, I've been getting recruited all over the place. And in fact, I actually accepted a job with Randstad Global, which you may not know who they are, but they are the biggest recruiting company in the whole world. And I'm going to be working with them. So on a contract basis. So I know firsthand that it actually works. Alrighty, so it's really important that you do that, and we know that it's important, and it's why it's been included in this class. It is vital to your job search. Alrighty, so this assignment and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be starting to collect assets for when you start updating the LinkedIn profile. As you are collecting those assets and trying to figure out how to put your LinkedIn profile together, just ask you to refer to the cheat sheet in the resource folder. And I've also made 2 step-by-step videos as well. One is on creating your LinkedIn profile right from the ground up. And I basically go through every single step showing you how to do it. So if you're a novice, you're going to love it. If you know how to do it, you may still wind up getting some really good tips. So I do recommend that you look at that video. And the other one is more about credibility and getting found on LinkedIn. And I do actually have the education section in there as well. It is okay to use the photograph and the bio that you are creating with Tyler for your portfolio on this, but just a word of caution regarding character counts. LinkedIn equates everything to character counts, not words. And for an example, 300 words are 1,770 characters. So there is a big difference. So keep that in mind when you're writing. Of course, most of you probably already know it, but if you're using MS Words, you can just click on the tool button, and on the drop down menu, hit word count, and then that'll show you that the character count shows up in there as well as your word count. Okay. Now, when you're doing your headline, I want to see a value proposition that you would add on that. And what that is basically who you help and how you help them, right? What pain points do you resolve? Now, it's really important that you do that because your headline follows you everywhere that you engage on LinkedIn. So if you're adding a comment to a post or putting in a post, what you do comes, like that headline comes up right at the very top. So if someone's interested in what you've said, instead of them having to actually go back to your profile to figure out what it is that you do, they can just see that right in the top. So, right? So you can see how valuable it is to have something in there that's compelling, right? Also for SEO, you're going to want to include a title in that headline. I don't ever want to see the word seeking. Please don't ever put that into your headline. It's just in the recruiting world, the employment world, it's just something that is thought of as being sounding desperate. But it is okay, though, to say that you're passionate about something. So, I mean, chances are that you don't have direct experience or a direct title for the job that you're looking for. But like I said, let's say you're looking for a job in media relations. It's okay to say passionate about media relations or taking media relations to the next level, something like that. And another great place that you can actually get that SEO optimization too is in your banner. And I'm going to be showing you, or there is a really good video in there on how to actually create a banner using Canva. And I do suggest that you look at it because I love Canva. I use it for everything. But there you could say again, passionate about media relations, or you could even just use the word media relations at the top, and it has the same impact when someone's looking at it. There's no doubt what it is that you do, right? Okay. I also want to see at least one experience section that shows you transferable skills. The first video that I have presented, I actually used an example. I gave her a fictitious name, but it is actually based on a real life client that I helped just a couple of months ago. And she graduated from the civil engineering program at Seneca College in Toronto. But she doesn't have a job in civil engineering. In fact, she's working for a retail store as a retail supervisor. But in that video, I showed how we used her transferable skills that apply to the job that she's looking for in civil engineering. I think you might find that really valuable. Okay, when we're talking about education as well, I want to see anything that is relevant to the type of work that you're looking for that's beyond high school. Generally, don't put your high school in there unless it's something that is really like, wow, then you would put it in. Otherwise, leave your high school out of there. Another thing that a lot of people don't do is they neglect to put in other information, vital information that goes along with their education. So instead of just putting Royal Roads University, if you had a high GPA, put that in there, or any other notable thing. If you were the class rep, or if you made it to the president's list, or if you've got something else to put in there, make sure that you put it in there as a note. Just anything that will set you apart, make you stand out. Alrighty, so you won't be losing points if you don't include a video resume. I've suggested it in some of the other information that I've given you, but or if you add the value proposition to your banner. But I'm telling you this, if you do it, you are going to really impress a hiring manager. Okay, another thing that sets you apart. And I really recommend that you do it. Maybe not for this course if you get too busy, but as down the road when you actually start your job searching, I would definitely consider putting something wow in there. There are a lot of things that I've included, resources that I've included in this week's assignment and class and so on. But if you have any questions, though, once again, please don't hesitate to email me, or we can talk more and collaborate. Again, though, just see what you can do to try and figure it out on your own, because that's good for learning, like I've said before. The last thing I want you to do, though, is to start to get frustrated. So before that happens, please don't hesitate to give me a call. So once again, this is our week 4 here. It's part 1 of 2 LinkedIn sections. It's worth 5% and it's due August 1st. So we've given you a nice little bit of time to start collecting all of the things that you need to have ready and available for you when you start uploading your profile. Other than that, I think that's about it for the week. I want you to have fun, and we will talk shortly. Okay, bye-bye now.